Autumn homecoming. Hong's return. That day, as autumn began to blanket the small village path in golden leaves, Hong returned after many years away. She had lived in the city, where the four seasons seemed to exist only in memory. But autumn in her hometown had always held a special place in her heart, with its gentle breezes carrying the scent of freshly made rice cakes and the rustling sound of dry leaves beneath her feet. Childhood memories. The scenery remained the same, but something inside Hong had changed. She had grown up during peaceful autumn afternoons, sitting by her grandmother's porch, listening to fairy tales while twirling a golden leaf in the wind. Now, her grandmother was gone, and the old house stood quietly amidst a landscape of red leaves and bare branches. Memories flooded back, fragmented recollections stored somewhere deep in time. The old house and reminiscing. Hong stepped into the house, the creaking wooden door sounding just as it had years ago. The modest home no longer had the warmth of a burning hearth, yet it still retained the familiar scent of the dishes her grandmother used to cook. She sat in the old chair, gazing out through the open window, where the soft autumn sunlight spread evenly over everything. Village life and old memories. As the afternoon slowly faded, Hong walked down the familiar village road. The children still played by the fields, hopping through small puddles left behind by the season's first rains. She remembered the days when she had been like them, free-spirited and innocent. Back then, autumn wasn't just another season, it was part of life, filled with dreams and aspirations. Familiar faces and changes. Along the path, Hong encountered familiar faces. They smiled at her with the warmth of old friends, but she realized that she was no longer the same girl she once was. Life in the city had taught her many things, but it had also made her forget the simple values that autumn here had once represented. The stories about the harvest, the quiet autumn afternoons listening to her grandmother's tales, all suddenly became incredibly precious. The serenity of autumn. As the sun dipped behind the trees, Hong returned to the little house. She lit a small oil lamp, sitting on the porch, looking out. The autumn sky was crystal clear and vast, dotted with twinkling stars. A strange sense of peace settled over her. This autumn, perhaps, was no longer a season of nostalgia or regret. It was a season of reconciliation between the past and the present, between sadness and joy, between what had been lost and what remained. Conclusion and harmony with the past. In the autumn breeze, Hong closed her eyes, feeling the breath of the earth. She realized that, sometimes, coming home isn't just about returning to a place, it's about returning to oneself.